were to be an animal, which animal would you choose to be? A peacock or a rooster? In 1886, William Gladstone was up against Benjamin Disraeli for the post of Prime Minister of the UK. Whoever won was going to rule half the world. The very last week before the election, both men happened to take the young woman out to the dinner. Naturally, the press asked her what impressions had the rivals made. She answered, "After dining with Mr. Gladstone, I thought he was the cleverest person in England. But after dining with Mr. Disraeli, I thought I was the cleverest person in England." Guess who won the election? Benjamin Disraeli. I mean, the Charismatic. Charisma is basically about being emotionally engaged with others. A charismatic person is likable and people magnet. If you think of charisma, you might think of an ability which some people are born with and some aren't. But this is absolutely not the case. Everyone can develop his charisma, and that's what my talk is about. Now, because I want to make sure that you completely understood the meaning of charisma, let's look it up in the dictionary. Leonardo DiCaprio, Marilyn Monroe, Nelson Mandela, and Oprah Winfrey. Now, I have some extra special ways to tell you about to be charismatic. When you think of charisma, charisma may seem like an ability which you can learn it or you can't. So, I want to tell you some extra ways to make it work. First, make others feel important. Charisma may seem like a quality which you can make yourself seem super awesome to others. But the paradoxical secret is this mindset is completely wrong. Real charisma is making others feel special, and when they finish an interaction with you, they feel better about themselves than they did before. So the first rule is make others feel special. The first way for it is listen to their story. A story when someone's telling isn't a moment for us to be impressive. It's a moment for us to be impressed. It isn't a moment for us to be significant. It's a moment for us to make them feel significant. People love to be heard, and that's why they tell a story in the first place. The second way is remember people's name and repeat it as many times as you can. Why? Because a person's name to that person is the sweetest and the most important sound in any language. 3. Give the people real compliments. To be honest, it isn't that much hard to sometimes say something like, "I love your style," or "What a beautiful smile you have." The sentence may be small, but the influence isn't. Build up your confidence. The very first big word is be positive. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you enjoyed spending time with a person who was negative and complaining all the time? I'll tell you the answer, never. So if you want others to love you, like you, and come around you, just be positive and give them good vibes. Love yourself and accept yourself whoever you are. Otherwise, how can other people accept you? To do that, you can focus on something you love about yourself and keep thinking about it while communicating with others. Or you can think of an accomplishment you had before going to a meeting to improve your confidence. Dress to impress. Your clothes and the way you match them with each other tells a lot about your personality, and it's important to anyone you're talking to. 3. Use a positive body language. All of us know that posture speaks louder than words. I mean, if you want your voice to be heard, you don't need to shout. You just have another choice, which is your posture. The very first word for having an effective body language is effective eye contact. By eye contact and looking at the people in the eyes, you show you mean what you say, you aren't afraid to speak your mind, and you can control the situation. By eye contact, I don't mean staring at people's eyes. You can sometimes look left or right, but not up and down. Looking down shows your lack of confidence, and looking up shows you're begging the person in front of you not to continue. Smile. Smiling lights up your face and draws people to you. Unconsciously, people copy the body language of a person they're talking to. So smile if you want to receive one. Use your hands. The mistake which most women make is putting their hands under the table, on your lap while sitting, which is completely wrong. Your hands should be visible. Why? Because you need their help. You should use them while talking to make what you say more believable. Now, I have some extra tricks to tell you about, so if you use them, you could definitely change into a very likable person. First, have a sense of humor. If you have the confidence to try and make others laugh, you have them in your pocket. Being funny and charismatic go hand in hand since the beginning. Most of charismatic people have a sense of humor. For instance, Ellen DeGeneres. I've never seen Ellen shows without a smile on my face. 2, be present. The charismatic people have the ability to be present. They're here, physically and mentally. They aren't stuck in their future or in their past. They're here, and that's why their presence is strong. Now, do you remember the question I asked you at the beginning of my talk? A rooster? A peacock? Or maybe both? As Olivia Fox says, even a rooster can have the beauty and the power of a peacock by applying charisma into his life. I don't think any of you still wants to be a rooster, do you? Thanks for your attention.